based off of the conversation we just had and the clip that you just heard, it's going to pose the question to me again, if that's the case, then why are we telling this particular prospect what we've told him?
So who's lying?
Potentially would be the Carolina Panthers.
Two things can be
true. My understanding is that's a team that has shown a lot of interest in you, whether that was the top 30 visit or coming to your pro day. What have your interactions been like with the Carolina Panthers?
I done met with the Panthers about 4 or 5 times. And, I mean, the relationship. Oh yeah, man. The relationship that it just keep continuing to grow. And they really hoping that I can make it to that second round, man. They keep on telling me, man, that if I'm sitting at 33, they're gonna take me.
It's capped somewhere.
Now that is worse. Now that is way worse than, in my opinion, than what Deontay said. Because nigga, why the fuck are you giving up our draft strategy? If I told you that I was gonna pick you at 33, and I hope that you fucking slide to me, and now you're out here telling everybody that I told you I'm picking you at 33, now they're gonna go on their fucking draft boards and be like, I might not get a chance to get him. I'm gonna go ahead and snag him here at the end of the first.
They could have did that on purpose.
Yeah, I mean they could have did that on purpose as well. It could be a play from the Carolina Panthers, but it also could be a play from Xavier Legette and his team.
True.
Because
true.
Yeah,
so
unfortunately,
I'll let him breathe. My fault. I'll pull it back. Because I was about to spaz.
Nah, because though I would love to play for the Carolina Panthers. That's my hometown team growing up. At the same time, I'm trying to curate generational wealth. So these niggas think that they getting me at 33, and they done told me, allegedly, that I'm going to 33 and they're going to draft me, but I'm not going to hold you. I don't believe that there's that many receivers better than me in this draft. So cool, let's play that game. Now, 24, 25, wherever the Chiefs are, I'm looking at them, looking at a couple of these other teams that are,
Baltimore?
A lot better, right? Baltimore, a lot better situation than Carolina is. And I'm like, yeah. So if y'all let me drop and y'all think y'all going to be able to get me on that second round turn, it's not going to happen because Carolina is already saying this. So now I'm putting pressure on you with the Carolina Panthers having the first round over or the first pick in the second round overall. Yeah, I'm putting pressure on you to come get me in the first because that adds another zero to my check.
Fair.
So, I mean, and this is another one of those things where I kind of agree with you in saying relax. Everybody real chatty, man. Social media, never mind. Let me not even go there, bro. I'm gonna just say a lot of niggas be chatting nowadays. And it's just like, bro, just relax. Everybody, I don't like it personally. But it goes back to the conversation, like I said, because this was only one clip that came out of the conversation, that podcast, whatever, the Zoom call that he had with this guy. And I don't know who he is. I apologize because I would give you your credit if I knew. But this is just one clip that came out of that because the other clip, like I referenced earlier, was him saying Dave Canales told him that he wants him to be like a Mike Evans. That to me, that is a cause for pause because now, but I understand that it's right around draft time. Like I mentioned earlier, the draft is 24 hours away, but we're getting a lot of reports. We're seeing a lot of things. But the conversation that Deontay Johnson had with the media yesterday gives me cause to pause, and it brings up the question to me, what are the Carolina Panthers actually going to do at 33 and 39? Because you're not going to try and get an average player at 39 because you have those back-to-back. You have them, 7 picks apart. So it poses the question to me, are you going to waste that capital on somebody that you're already deferring and making a number 2 to Deontay Johnson if this is exactly how that conversation went? So that's why I even posed a question to y'all about, is Deontay Johnson capping? Which I don't believe that he's capping. I think that context could have been lost. We didn't hear the question, but there's a conversation to be had there because for me personally, I was under the belief that it was a guarantee either at 33 or 39 we're going receiver.
I think it could be, and this is just something that like hit my mind as you were saying that, was like, I think maybe what Deontay Johnson said could reveal their true intentions in the draft. And that, because now I'm just like sitting back and actually thinking about it. You invested in Terrace Marshall 2 years ago.
3, right?
2 or 2?
I think it's like 3.
It's been like 3. It might
be 4. He came out with Jamar Chase.
So you invested in him 3 years ago. You invested in Mingo last season, and now you went out and got Johnson Deontay
Johnson, yes.
And so maybe they're like, okay, hey, one of these young receivers that we pulled the trigger on in the draft, one of them's got to pan out.
And you have ISM as well.
One of them's got to pan out.
Who was brought in.
So if we have that and Deontay Johnson, that gives us a little bit of breathing room in the draft, and we can go actually after a true position of need, a la a cornerback, a la an edge rusher, a la a center.
I mean, I think you still have to go receiver. Like, I think
you need another weapon,
but
bro.
it pushes that need
him.
back to like maybe the 3rd or 4th round. Maybe we don't need to go receiver in the 2nd.
I don't think
I'm just saying, like, realistically,
that's a good way to think about it.
That's just my thought of what we just everything that we've talked about, from Deontay Johnson to hearing what Xavier Legette had to say. Just saying, it's a possibility that the Panthers might not value receiver as much as the fans value receiver in this upcoming draft, because they know this is one of the deepest receiver classes that we've seen in years. And they know that, hey, we don't have to necessarily reach for a guy at the top of the 2nd when we can go shore up the trenches, shore up the outside on our defense. We can go get a true position of need versus we have pieces at the receiver that we believe can get us by.
I mean, but get you by for how long?
Because just 1 year till we get our 1st round pick back.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. To me, that's nasty.
I know you don't like to hear it, but I'm just letting you know, because we're also, you think about who we're talking about. We're talking about Dave Tepper. Like, I know there's a new management staff in place and everything, but we're still talking about Dave Tepper, who thinks he like knows every fucking thing in the world, and he could still be of the mindset, while he says he's taking a hands-off approach. He could also be saying like, hey, I invested in these guys. I thought they were the right picks coming out. I want them to pan out.
He's not taking the hands off approach.
I don't think so either.
Which I kind of, and I don't even, because I damn started the music, and I didn't mean to cut you off like that. My apologies. But I just seen a report the other day about how he had been in on, and it might have been with Xavier Legette. Matter of fact, it might have been multiple clips that I missed from him, because I was seeing a lot of the quotes, but it was saying that all 3 or 4 visits that he had with the team, whether it be top 30 or whatever the case may be,
Tepper was there. Makes sense.
So, yeah, he kind of had me fooled as well. I think he's just being very, very behind the scenes and quiet.
That I'll give him a pass on.
Yeah, I was about
my
to say
nigga,
that.
if I'm about to make you a millionaire, I need to know who the fuck I'm about to make a millionaire.
I don't.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
That's why you brought in Dave Tepper and Brad and all of these niggas to handle football operations.
Yeah, but it ain't coming out of Brad and them's pocket. It's coming out of my fucking pocket. I need to know what type of nigga I'm about to make rich.
I can still pull up and get a conversation out of you. Nigga, I'm the owner. Fuck.
Yeah, God.
You need to have 3, 4 fucking conversations with me?
I mean, if that's what it takes. If we need to make a decision and we need to have that conversation, then we'll have it 3, 4 times. 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's just what it is.
I mean,
fair enough.
Now, yeah.
And now what? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and now I need Dave Tepper to like, comment, and subscribe, just like the rest of y'all.
Nah, for real. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already.